You're 32 years old. You wake up exhausted even after 8 hours of sleep. Your lifts in the gym have been stuck for months. Your drive is gone. Your sex drive is basically dead. And anxiety hits you out of nowhere. 6 months from now, the same man, you, is waking up with insane energy, smashing personal records, and people are asking, what the hell changed? All without a single pill, injection, or TRT. How much did your testosterone actually multiply? Double? Triple? The answer is going to shock you, because it's not what the supplement companies want you to believe. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's realistically possible for you, and the one hidden factor that might still be capping your results. Stick with me, because I'm going to start with the biggest quick wins, like the mineral that can literally double your levels if you're deficient, and by the end you'll have the complete blueprint to transform your own levels. Quick disclaimer, this is educational content based on published research up to 2026. I'm not a doctor, this is not medical advice. Always consult your GP, get blood work done, and test things for yourself. Right off the bat, let's clear up the biggest mistake 90% of guys make. Increasing testosterone isn't just about raising your total T number on a blood test, it's about optimizing your full androgenic system. Total testosterone, free testosterone, DHT, SHBG, and especially your androgen receptor sensitivity. Think of total T as the fuel tank in your body. Free T is the fuel that's actually available to burn. DHT is the supercharged high-octane version that drives libido, confidence, and aggression. SHBG is the lock that can trap your testosterone and make it useless, and your androgen receptors are the engines that actually turn that fuel into energy, motivation, muscle, and the changes you can feel and see. Which one of these do you think is holding you back the most right now? Before we get into the biggest levers, let me tease something. One common deficiency can boost your free T by 25% in as little as a week. But wait until you hear what dropping your body fat can do if you're currently carrying extra. We're talking potentially doubling your levels. Let's start with the fastest, easiest wins, fixing vitamin and mineral deficiencies. These are the low-hanging fruit. If you're low, correcting them is like taking your foot off the handbrake. First up, boron. In a 2011 clinical trial, just 10 milligrams of boron per day for 1 week increased free testosterone by 25% and dropped estradiol by 39%. It works by pulling testosterone off SHBG so more becomes free and available, while also mildly blocking aromatase. This kicks in fast, sometimes in as little as 6 to 7 days, but it only works if you're actually deficient. If your levels are already good, you won't see much. If you're low right now, this could be your quickest path to feeling 25% more testosterone in your body, more energy, better mood, stronger drive. Next, vitamin D. A 2024 meta-analysis of 15 randomized trials showed 30 to 40% increases in total testosterone for men who are deficient. But if your levels are already solid, studies show no real change. Vitamin D acts directly on the Leydig cells in your testes to help turn cholesterol into testosterone. If you live an indoor lifestyle and haven't tested your levels, this one can be massive. Get your blood work, 30 to 40% is life-changing. Now the one that can completely transform things, zinc. When researchers induced zinc deficiency in young men, their testosterone dropped by 75%. In older men, correcting deficiency literally doubled their testosterone, from 8.3 up to 16.0 nanomoles per litre. That's a 100% increase. If you're low right now, you could literally double your levels in a matter of months. Imagine going from feeling flat and unmotivated to having double the hormonal fire driving you. Magnesium is another powerhouse. A 2011 study on athletes using 10 milligrams per kilogram of body weight daily for 4 weeks saw 24% increases in both total and free testosterone. If your hands or feet cramp at night, that's your magnesium screaming. Fix it and watch what happens to your sleep and T in just 10 days. For the rest, ashwagandha, vitamin K2, and others. Here's the rapid rundown. Ashwagandha can give stressed or overweight men a solid 15% boost by lowering cortisol. Vitamin K2 showed massive increases in animal studies, but human data is still emerging. Selenium is great for fertility and sperm quality, but doesn't meaningfully raise testosterone. These are worth considering, but the core four will give you the biggest multiplier for most men, body fat percentage. A massive 2024 analysis of almost 6,000 men found that for every 1% increase in body fat, testosterone drops by almost 12 nanograms per deciliter. When obese men get bariatric surgery, their T levels jump on average by 251 nanograms per deciliter. That's often an 80 to 100% increase. Your new reality: if you're sitting at 30% body fat with 300 nanograms per deciliter testosterone, getting down to 12 to 15% body fat can realistically take you to 550 to 650 nanograms per deciliter. That's literally doubling your androgenic power. Your mirror, your confidence, and your drive all transform. Just don't go below 8% for too long, or cortisol will fight back. Next, the daily habit that can reverse 15 years of testosterone's decline in just weeks: sleep. A 2011 study in JAMA showed that restricting men to 5 hours of sleep per night for just 1 week dropped their daytime testosterone by 10 to 15%. Severe sleep deprivation can crash it by 25 to 28%. Your new reality: if you're only getting 5 to 6 hours right now, consistently hitting 7.5 to 9 hours can make you feel like you're 15 years younger. More energy, sharper mind. This isn't about acute testosterone spikes from workouts, it's more powerful than that. Research shows that proper heavy training can increase androgen receptor density by up to 15%. That means your body gets significantly better at actually using the testosterone you already have. Your new reality: focus on heavy compound lifts with good recovery. You won't just have more T, your body becomes 15% better at responding to it. Your gains accelerate dramatically. Quick social hacks: even talking to an attractive woman for a few minutes can spike your testosterone 10 to 20% in under 20 minutes. Winning competitions or status challenges gives winners a 10 to 20% boost while losers see a drop. On diet, avoid very low-fat diets. They drop T by 10 to 15%. Keep solid saturated fat and carbs. High protein plus very low carb can tank testosterone by up to 37% in some cases. Chronic stress is testosterone's biggest enemy. High cortisol directly blocks your production pathway. Bringing stress down can add another 10 to 15%. Same with social connection. Chronic isolation lowers T.
So, what does
Staying
this all add up
socially
to?
engaged supports. If you're starting from a bad place, obese, deficient in multiple nutrients, stressed, poor sleep means you can realistically achieve 2 times to 3 times your current androgenic state. If you're already relatively healthy, expect 20 to 50% improvement max. That's still very noticeable. Better energy, drive, mood, and physique. Higher testosterone and better androgen signaling does this to you. Your anxiety drops because testosterone calms the amygdala. You feel more emotionally stable in social situations. Your motivation and drive skyrocket because androgen receptors in your reward centers make effort feel more rewarding. Your sex drive comes roaring back, especially with higher DHT. You literally become more attractive. Better skin, more masculine facial structure over time, deeper voice, and confident body language that women notice subconsciously. Remember the guy we started with? The one who was tired, unmotivated, and anxious? 6 months later, he's a different man, and now you have his complete natural blueprint. If this video opened your eyes to what's actually possible for you, smash that like button. If you're ready to run your own 90-day testosterone transformation, comment "Run it" below. I'll drop the exact blood work checklist and stack tracker in the pinned comment. Subscribe for more evidence-based optimization content. This is what you can actually achieve. I'll see you in the next one.